Welcome to another episode of Trade on Tuesdays at 2. I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade, here to give you a trade brief for about 2 minutes and end with 2 tips for businesses looking to export to the overseas market. Today's focus will be on quotas, building off of the previous episode, but looking at a particular type of quota and what it means for businesses in a specific industry. That quota is the tariff rate quota, or TRQ, and as it is applied to the agricultural sector. Now, one of the things when I talk to businesses that are looking to expand to markets, and especially those markets with which the United States has signed a trade deal, I explain to them that quotas are not allowed under World Trade Organization rules. When they are applied, it restricts their ability to access that market and be competitive, which in turn affects their ability to reach consumers and generate revenue in that market. However, there is a certain type of quota that we do see that is allowed and that is often implemented in the agricultural sector, and that's the TRQ. So what is a tariff rate quota, or TRQ? A tariff rate quota just means that any amount of goods, as long as you're within that quota limit, again, a quota is a restriction on the amount of goods, let's say the volume that can enter that market, or the monetary value that can enter that particular market. As long as the amount of good is within that quota limit, there will be a lower tariff rate. But once the amount exceeds the quota limit, the tariff will increase. And that's usually applied in the agricultural sector, because these TRQs are designed to help the industry to mature as well as develop its capacity to compete. And we see a lot of that in trade agreements where tariffs are not eliminated immediately on some agricultural products so that they can develop their capacity to compete before tariffs are eliminated immediately. And then there's a restriction on the amount of goods that can enter that particular market. So what are my 2 tips for agricultural producers that are looking to access a market where they may face TRQs on their product? Well, the first tip is to make sure you know how your product is classified under the harmonized system, or the HS code. Make sure that you have that proper classification. And then the next tip is to, if you're looking at a market where we have a trade agreement, or even if not, make sure that you know what the TRQ is regarding your particular product entering that market. So those are my 2 tips for today. Again, I am Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of GRIIT. Until next week, stay safe and have a great week. Bye-bye.